the argument of the revenue was that it was not as simple as they were putting across, as I was trying to point out earlier. It was not merely transferring one share, you could not have achieved all this. You could have actually achieved this result by so many ways. You could have chosen the Cayman Island route, you could have chosen the Mauritius route, or you could have chosen any other route. But the substance and the main intent was to actually divest the Indian business, which was evident from the statements made from day one onwards by a tender document, by a share purchase agreement, and by your the most important thing is you receive the sale consideration. The sale consideration is based on the enterprise value, and the dividend is distributed to the shareholders of Hutch based on the profits derived out of the sale of the Indian undertaking. And there are also sufficient nexus in the sense that Indian companies were involved, assets were situated in India, and we point out that you should not look at the CGP share in isolation. You will have to actually consider the SPA plus the framework agreements to be considered holistically. CGP share merely because it is situated outside India, but transfer of valuable rights in India which are passed through the SPA, A plus B approach. In fact, even before the Bombay High Court, we argued that look-at principle applies by relying upon the judgment which I just cited, Karwar. Transaction also covered within the widest net cast by Section 9, transaction taxable and Vodafone liable to deduct tax under Section 195. More than that, we also sought to put forth before the Bombay High Court that so many rights in India are to transferred, which were traceable to actually either transfer of capital asset situated in India or Section 9, whatever it is. And they are, you can see, telecom business and telecom licenses. They have a value. So by this reason, you also indirectly get a right to do telecom business in India, and you actually, without just get a share transfer and get a telecom license free. You get the use of Hutch brand. We have a right to appoint and remove directors from the board, right to exercise control over the management and affairs of the business of HEL, right over the assigned loans and advances, right to exercise call options, control premium, non-compete against STIL, consultancy support in the use of Oracle license, other intangibles, rights, and right of customer base, goodwill, etc.